We'll do two songs for you, right? We'll do the one that chap who sat next to me in the restaurant in Dubai, who was a famous singer. I didn't know who he was, and he sang this song, and he gave me a hug, and it was an amazing song. And then I learned it a week later. I don't know what it's about, right? So, and it's in the Malayalam language, South Indian language, right? La 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 la.
Hello and welcome to Interfaith Insights Spotlight on Faith. And as always, every week I am joined by a super talented artist who Faith has also played a key part in their life and in their music. And today I've got a very special guest and an old friend of mine as well, Mr. Saj Sabri. Let me introduce Saj. Saj is a British-born Bollywood singer. His awe-inspiring, melodious voice and ability to sing in 10 different languages has been creating waves all over the world. His song Medina, a tribute to the late great Junaid Jamshed, was released I think in 2018 to critical acclaim, and it's from his forthcoming album, which hopefully we'll hear a little bit about that album as well. He has a regular live Facebook show where thousands of people join in from all over the world, where they request songs in all sorts of different languages. So wonderful to have you, a chance to talk to you about your music and your life. So welcome, Saj, welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure whenever you contact me.
You're too kind. You're too
5
kind.
in the morning.
You're too kind. Although we've known each other for a long time, there are a lot of things I don't know about you in terms of music, so I'm really interested to find out today. Okay. So I just want to first of all start from your earliest memories of music. When did you first start singing, and was it a musical background? Was your family musical? Were you brought up around?
I was very melodious. I always have been, and it's been like that for generations from what I know. And so it's a natural ability to hear a melody and basically start repeating. Hence, I can pick up songs in different languages. And even my kids have the same trait, wow. Which is really amazing because they're only 1 year old, my little one, and she picks up melodies really quick and starts to repeat the melody. And she's only one. It's amazing to see that happening. And my other one, 5-year-old, she's the same. My 10-year-old, he's the same. Wow. And so it's a natural gift.
So was your father a singer at all? Was your father a singer?
No, never singers, but my father used to do, he grew up in Kashmir, and so over there in that time, and even now, when they go to the local mosque, after they've done their prayers, then they do what they call a nat or a nasheed, and then they have competitions on that and how well you perform, sing, your voice, etc. So you're talking, 60, 70 years ago when my dad was doing that, and he used to win those competitions. I didn't know this. I found this out as I was growing older. And my dad, when I was growing up, we used to watch a lot of Bollywood films. And I used to listen to the songs and start singing them. My earliest memories when I was 3 years old. And I know and I remember when I was that young singing. And I still sing a lot of those songs.
Wow, amazing.
Because the music has an emotion, a feeling. And to express that feeling, music, I feel really helps in getting those feelings out. And so, I've seen my dad humming songs over the years, and I'm like, Dad, did you used to sing? He was like, no, never. And then eventually I found out that he used to sing the Islamic songs, but he knows the Bollywood songs, but he doesn't make it out that he knows it. So there's this religion thing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And my mum as well, I used to hear her singing, and again, she never made it out that she sang, but I can hear when she's humming away. And the whole family sings, it's, so we grew up like that. It was never promoted, but it was never restricted. So
it's an amazing thing to find out later in life. To find out your dad was a singer like that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so at a young age then, you were growing up, obviously you had that love for Bollywood from a young age. So was it were there particular Bollywood artists that were inspiring you, or particular songs that were inspiring you? Grew up then?
Back in the older days, in early Bollywood movies, there was only 5 or 6 singers, and they sang for everyone.
Wow.
So those singers are the ones that inspired me with their beautiful voice and the way they make you feel by the songs that they would sing. And growing up listening to that and listening to the Western music with all its various genres. And so I used to sing all the stuff that I would hear. I have to like the melody that I hear. If I like it, I automatically pick up the song and I would repeat the song and sing it. And I sing it verbatim to what I hear. And once I get comfortable with it, then I sing it in my own style. My own style is a mixture of different artists.
Can you read music, or is it all done by ear?
I can't read it, no.
Right.
So I find it hard to explain things to people. Like, you're a musician. I'm trying to explain to you, and you'd probably have musical terms for it. I don't know.
No, I'm saying,
tell you how
I'm actually the same as you, and I frustrate the heck out of a lot of people in that. When I get a song that I would write, the melody would be in my head, and I would sing it to a producer,
right?
And I could sing it note for note, and the producer would say, "How are you able to sing that, but you can't play it? It's not possible." But there are people.
We all learn in different ways, and that's how we learn. It's all oral, and pick it up.
But talking about that style, I've heard you singing so many different styles, from R&B to soul, to even hip hop, to Bollywood. So, and listening to what you're saying there, you feel like you've taken a bit of some of these styles?
I take all of them, all the styles.
Together, or do you switch? Like, is there something that switches in your brain to Bollywood? Because quite a different kind of rhythmically.
It is. I mean, I don't know musically how you would explain that. For me, it's just music and different ways that the notes are put together. So I'm really flexible because of all this knowledge of music. I can listen to anything, whether it's in Turkish, Arabic, Swedish, German stuff, Chinese, Japanese stuff, the South Indian stuff that I've been listening to recently, R&B, the hip hop, and I use all the different styles. And then when I perform anything, if it makes me feel a particular way, I'll change the way I sing that song to bring that feeling in. Because I, as a singer and a performer, I want you to feel an emotion. I have to do that with my voice. Because I know maybe you can't see me, you've got a seat on, and I've got to create that feeling. And all I have is my voice, and I got to do that. So I pull in all these different styles, and I try and deliver a performance purely vocal. Because maybe you can't see my face, but I'm standing a mile away, or I'm on the radio. So I got to create that with my voice, and I got to capture that feeling. So if there's a particular R&B song that has that feeling, baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what you want. So that's that feeling. So I can create that swaying movement even in a different song. Because I've learned that particular way of delivering something, and then I can emulate it.
Wow.
It's very hard to explain if we don't know music.
No, was it always your dream then to be a singer?
I guess,
interesting to know that.
I think, because I've thought about this all my days, and all it is, I think, is being appreciated for the time that you've spent on this art, that you've tried to mold and perfect, and you want to share that with everyone. I want people to feel good and happy. I like to spread happiness. And with my singing, I get that result.
Wow.
And that is an addiction. So when I perform and I see their faces light up, that for me, I think is my dream, is to make more and more people happy. And if they're not happy by what I'm doing, I'm not doing it right.
Fantastic. And what's been the highlight for you so far, musically for you?
I think it's the love I get. See the love that the people give you. It's very humbling.
Right.
It changes your, I'm always brutally honest. See, sometimes, and I've moved back to Scotland now and I miss it. When you go to a restaurant and they give you the food for free because they've recognised who you are.
Did that used to happen in Dubai?
People know what that's like, man. If you know what that's like, you've been to Rwanda, I don't know how popular you are there, but when people recognise you and they come over, like, you're that person, you're like, no, I'm not. They're like, no, you are.
I mean, so you would get people approaching you in restaurants?
Over Dubai, and it went on for a better part of maybe 2 years. Even when I'm dressed in whole different outfits, because in Dubai, I'd looking like an Arab one day, I'd look like a British lad the other day. It was different outfits because the weather's great. You know what I mean? So, and you're wearing different clothes and how you feel, and people recognise you, and then a wee group of people come, they're like, you're that person, and we get a photo.
What about in terms of performance? Have you performed with any people that you've really admired for something in your life?
Purely by luck, I think. I ended up in large shows, and you've got this big artist who you've admired since you were born, and you happen to be singing on the same stage as them. It was Arif Lohar. He's a guy that you might have seen. He has a big metal thing in his hand. He's going tick, 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 tick. Singing really, really high. And he's always dressed in black or something, but he's playing that big, long stick thing. And I shared the stage with him, and I was only 12 years old.
Wow.
But that was in Edinburgh. I think it was Portobello Town Hall. I still remember it.
But there's thousands of people now over the world that are waiting to hear this Saj Sabri album. So what are they? When do you think they're going to get it? And what are they going to expect from it?
You've got to set a date to try and meet your goals. So I've set a date for next year, but I want to have between 8 and 10 songs recorded in this year, and a bit of next year, and then eventually release that as an album. But every song that I think has that extra element, I'll do a video for. Okay. So I've just completed a song about 5 days ago.
Wonderful.
And everyone that's heard it, they absolutely love it. As soon as it comes on, they like it. And I don't know if it's because they like me. So
fantastic.
Maybe it's a bias thing. I don't know, but I need to let other people hear it.
And is it a Bollywood style song?
It's a very urban feel to it, but it's done in the Urdu language.
Right.
With when I say urban, I mean there's a Western influence on it.
Okay.
It was written by, the music was written by Hunters, who's actually produced it, and the lyrics were written by someone in India, I believe, who wrote the lyrics, and then it's been left to me to put it together. And I do that quite well, as you'll know, when we did your window piece thing. I just listen to something and I come up with something and I just record it and then listen to it and, call it a fluke, but it's just the way it is.
That's great. It's a natural talent. So people, when they hear it, they're some of the people who tune in to hear that the Bollywood style that they love, they will get a flavour of that on your album.
You're going to hear this song, you're going to think it's an old... I'll mention some artists, I don't know if you know them, but like a Muhammad Rafi, Kishore Kumar style, but mixed in with a Western influence. Wonderful. And the music's totally urban. Okay. You're getting all of that delivered, and because you'll be listening to thinking, how has this song been done the way it's been done? Because it's my style over these years is a mixture of all of these. And I think I've been very lucky to have been born when I was born and to be singing my songs now. And there's this old 20 or 30 years of music which blends into when I'm performing. But I feel I learned from the best. The best singers have all passed away, and I learned from them. And they were very, very skilled. They only were able to sing the song once. There was no auto-tune. It didn't exist. They had to sing it perfect. So I grew up like that. You have to sing it perfect first time. Nenjinullil niyane, kannimunnil niyane, kannadachal niyane Fatima, Fatima, those people love me so much, it's unbelievable, man. You know, I look nothing like them, I sound nothing like them, but they love you because you are trying to sing in their language for them, and they love it. They love it, and what a feeling.
People always have a love for, I feel, people who want to connect in someone else's language. They have a real respect for people who try to do that. And obviously, you have that beautiful tone to your voice that just lends itself so well to these kind of romantic songs that just puts people in that mood. And finally, just as we finish up, do you have any final message or anything you want to share with our viewers?
Yeah, just people pray for me, you know what I mean? Pray for me that I get my songs done, and I pray that you all like the sound that I create, and I can just spread love and happiness the way Bob Marley did and still does. You know what I mean? Still does it. His intention was there, and that's the main thing. Is what were you trying to achieve? And he was just making people feel good and getting his message across. I listen to Bob Marley a lot here as well, you know, and then a bit of techno. So, you know.
Well, that's great. Well, you know, one love, and certainly speaking to you today, you've been spreading that happy message, you know, of just getting everyone together. You know, it's Bob Marley says, "Let's get together and feel all right." And I do think people feel all right when they listen to you and your music, and everybody's looking.
I feel really blessed that I can do that, and I believe that's one of my missions in life, is to help people feel better, whether it's from what I'm selling or my singing, and just have people feel better. If you're happy, your health will improve, and you'll have a better life. And I want to see people happy, and I love to be the reason for it.
Anyone who's ever been to see Saj Sabri perform will know that they always leave with a smile on their face, feeling that little bit happier hearing you sing. It's been a real pleasure connecting with you. And
thank you, and thank you very much.
Hearing the wonderful talent of you again, and hopefully we'll hear more from you soon.
Definitely. Thank you very much for this. And
thank you. You take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.